Good day, viewers, and welcome to today's Sports Rep Show. I am your host, Aina Raiza Koyo, unpacking the latest sports news. And with that, let's get into today's hit list. The Namibia Correctional Services and Shining Star volleyball team made history by winning the Bank Windhoek Namibia Volleyball Federation Dog Tournament for the first time. Hosted in Swakopmund, the Ondangwa and Rundu-based teams defeated Windhoek's defending champions, Active Performer Academy, and rivals in the men's and women's categories. The win means that for the first time in its 39-year history, the Bank Windhoek NVF trophy goes outside the Commerce region. Rossing Uranium's Employee Relations Manager, Konja Kaulinge, speaking at the handover of soccer and netball kits to the Erongo Newspaper Cup, team valued at 105,526 Namibian dollars. The annual Namibian Newspaper Cup will be kicking off its 21st edition at Otjiwarongosa Parares Stadium today. The tournament, which is open to the public, features soccer and netball games from today until the 10th of April. Stay tuned for the video.
It is indeed an honor and a privilege to share Rossing Uranium's contribution towards the development of our youth in sports. It is undeniable that so much can be done to sports in Namibia. However, as a responsible corporate citizen, Rossing Uranium is committed to making contributions to sports and promoting an active and healthy lifestyle. This is evident through our annual national marathon that took place in March. Ladies and gentlemen, today is about the youth of our mighty Erongo region who will be flying our flag high in Otjiwarongo at the annual Newspaper Cup. Team Erongo, as you embark on this journey to go and compete fearlessly, we would like to encourage both teams to bring the cup home. I'm confident that the spirit of sportsmanship will lead the team in competing for the top prizes. Allow me to also applaud the Governor's Office for promoting healthy living habits and community wellness. And we are pleased to contribute towards the development of youth in sports in our region. With these few remarks, Rossing Uranium is pleased to announce its sponsorship to this team to a value of 105,526 Namibian dollars and 90 cents towards the team's attire and accommodation. With that, I thank you, and I urge the teams to bring the cup back home, please, and we'll make our name proud out there, and especially the region. Thank you very much.
We have the recap interview of the Sanlam Coastal Marathon that is approaching, and we have Laurentia Przonski, who is the Marketing and Communications Manager, to brief us and tell us more about the event.
Yes, viewers, well, we are joined by Laurentia Przonski, all the way from Sanlam, to just give us a brief or to just give us more details of the big event that's coming up shortly, of the Sanlam Marathon, that is. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
No, we're good, we're good. I mean, my team lost, but that's not the topic of discussion. I'm getting it very hard here at the office. But can you just tell the viewers more about the event that's coming?
So the Sanlam Coastal Marathon will be taking place the 29th of April in the coast, in Swakopmund. We are expecting 1,000 runners. 1,000
runners? Wow, that's a lot.
We aim high.
Aim high, so if you fall, you don't fall too low. Yeah.
So at this moment, we have 450 entrants thus far since the time that we launched. And it's increasing by the day, and I'm saying at this point it means Friday we had the last numbers.
Friday was the last time you guys had numbers in, okay?
Yes, so registration is due the 14th of April, sorry.
14th of April,
14th
okay.
of April, there's no late registration. So for the ones that feel like they want to go and register there, and so unfortunately it's not going to work that way.
So when is the deadline for registration?
14th of April.
14th of April, so 14th, after that, no registration for those that want to come join.
Yes, please. We are trying to, curb things that are not controllable here. In the end, the objective of this marathon is just so that we can focus on health. One of our CSR projects or CSR focus areas is health at Sanlam, and this ties very perfectly into it. We look at the physical and mental health of our people right across the country, and also just to up athletes' skills in the process. We are, with this marathon, there's an ability for you to qualify. It's a qualifier event for the Comrades and the Sanlam Cape Town Marathon. So those two marathons are still outstanding for the year, and people are still running to get to that process. Yes. So we have 4 races in the categories.
I was about to ask about the races.
5 kilometer, 10 kilometer walk and run, 21 kilometer run, and then the 42.2 kilometer run.
42.2.
So I hear that I'm going to do 21 kilometers. I don't know if I'm going to be alive after that, but those are the 4 categories that we have. Our prize money ranges from, say, with 42 we have best male, female.
Best male, female, yeah.
21 the same, 10 the same, and it ranges for 42 kilometers, 15,000 first prize.
First prize.
Second prize, 7,000, and then third prize, $5,000.
That's good money, but okay, yeah.
That's good money. And
so that's not the same for all the categories?
No, that's for 42.
For 42 only.
Yeah. For 10 and 21, we have 7, 5, and 3. So first 7, second prize 5, and then last one 3.
Last one 3.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, in that regard, we spoke earlier in the week. I think it was like a few weeks ago, 2 weeks back, when you were saying you guys also have like a donation thing that's going on.
Yes.
Can you just run us through that?
So when we were at the Rossing Marathon, I attended that one. I did a 5 kilometer.
And now you're stepping into 21.
Yes, I'm going all
because
the way.
Usually people go from 5 to 10.
No. I'm doing
21,
it. I'm doing it. I'm going all full out.
Okay.
I'm going to 21.
Okay. I might join.
So we realized, I saw that there were a few runners that ran in socks, that didn't have shoes to run in. And there is a lady called Operi. She has Operi and Sydney Foundation. They get kicks together from whoever is a runner or just someone that would want to buy a pair of shoes for a runner. So the idea is to have a box at the event itself, but in advance, if you would like to, you can always contact me, and then we can get the shoes to her, and then she will give to these runners that will come and run that don't have shoes. But then we also have a project called Sanlam Vision for Change.
Okay.
So the proceeds that come from this complete event will then go to a project within that visual impaired aspect, but it will be in Swakop. We have not identified a visual impaired organization yet. Okay. We will do it once we are settled with the marathon.
Okay, but from your side, from Sanlam, how many of you guys are taking part in the marathon? Is it just you? Is it just you taking the lead? Or
taking the lead from 5 to 21. Well, there's a lot of, we have a few constant runners. Okay. But those ones have already registered. We don't have a specific number as to how many employees are there, but currently all employees can register for free. We pay for them. So we have a lot of influx of them coming and asking whether they can register. Yeah. Okay. So we will see on the day itself.
Okay. Registration wise, where can people register? How much does it cost?
Yes. So it's online. There's a link on our social media platforms as well as our media partners, which is NMH and NBC. So you can find the QR code, scan it, and it will take you straight to the registration point. Payments are done online as well, or EFT or pay today. Okay. But it will state on your registration where to go from there. For 5 kilometers, you pay $20 for registration. For 10 kilometers, it's $50 for registration. And then 21 and 42, it's $100 each. Yeah. So we just need to mention that it's first come, first serve basis when you get to collection of your numbers and T-shirts. Yeah. Not everyone will get. Sometimes also the benefit comes from when you pay early. And when you register on time.
Yeah. Then you get
then you get it, yeah. So those are we will communicate with time. We're trying to have Windhoek people register in Windhoek 1 day before the actual marathon, and then it will be a easier point when we get to the coast, yeah.
Okay, why should people sign up? Let's talk about why people should show up at the Sanlam Coastal Marathon.
I think there are two things. I think, like I mentioned earlier, health reasons. I would be doing it for health reasons. and that would be physically and mentally.
Physically and mentally.
And I think most of the actual elite or just normal runners are doing it for their own reasons.
Yeah.
I've realized it's a mental thing. I saw with the Rossing Marathon, the 42 guys and the 21-kilometer runners, it takes a lot. When they're running there, I'm just thinking, what are these guys thinking?
Even
but for whatever their reasons are, you know, I think that's the actual goal for you. But the goal for Sanlam is to really make sure that we bring that health aspect into the whole thing, and make sure that we have fun, because this is also a family event. So that's two reasons. The last one is that for 42-kilometer male and female, if you do well, you stand a chance to go to the Sanlam Cape Town Marathon.
The one that's in South Africa.
Fully,
it's only
fully
for
paid trip.
Fully paid trip.
Yes, it's only for 42.
Wow. So wait, how many people are qualifying out of the 42 and the 21? Is it only 3?
Yes.
3 for
the
each.
final winners are just 3. Yes, 3
so
for
if
each. Yeah.
those 3 all get through.
Yeah.
Then they stand a chance
to
go to the one in Cape Town.
Yes.
Well, wow, that's fantastic. Fully paid trip. Well, there you guys heard it from the lady herself here, updating us on the prestigious event that we are all waiting for. I think I'll take part, but I'll start off with a 5, like you started off with.
Don't start off with 10. Don't underestimate.
No, I did 3 somewhere in the weekend, and I couldn't breathe. So let's keep it at 5.
We'll give you 5.
Yes. So thank you for your time. Thank you for being with us here in studio.
Thank you too.
Well, there you guys heard it. The Sanlam Coastal Marathon that's coming really soon. So you guys should stay tuned. Please do register and make sure you meet us there.
The official launch of FIFA Football for Schools in Namibia took place at Yanmore Secondary School Sports Field. This is what the Director for the Programs and Quality Assurance in the Ministry of Education, Ayesha Winterworth, had to say.
It means that those with skills will be recognized and be further taken through a series of steps to reach their full potential. This is very good. Some of our children will make a living through sports in addition to the education they receive in schools. We implore all of our learners to make use of this opportunity and participate wholeheartedly. Through teamwork and participation, we will get to know each other and foster positive relationships not only amongst yourselves, but in the community, with your teachers and within your schools. Ladies and gentlemen, fostering partnerships between education and sport, as well as the Football Federation and other stakeholders on national and local levels, is essential. In 2017 already, the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture and the Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Service signed a memorandum of agreement, terms of reference, and this was a milestone moment for our two ministries as we made a commitment to ensure the improved implementation of the Integrated Physical Education and School Sports Program, IPES as we like to call it. This has been the baby of myself and Roger. Since that time, we have worked very hard, and as two ministries, we have made great strides in strengthening and really promoting physical education and school sports in schools. And this Football for Schools program is another one of those programs that complement the efforts that the ministry, our two ministries, are already having in place in order to give all of our learners to participate. And our IPACE program is based very much on the Sports for Development ideology, and we have developed physical education for life manuals which use the same ideology as this, using sports as a vehicle to teach our children life skills and to strengthen their capacity to function in society. This assistance from FIFA will serve as a tool in supporting teachers to deliver football sessions by incorporating it in physical education lessons and school sports, as Football for Schools is not there to replace any activities, but rather strengthen our teachers' abilities to train learners properly. And this involves the empowering of learners in life skills education and personal development. This is made easier by giving all these trained teachers the access to the application that you've described, which contains the lesson plans for all Football for Schools as well as life skills. And we also would like to say that as a government, we also have our IPACE application that you can download from the Play Store, Google Play Store, which also gives lesson plans and animated lessons on our physical education for life lessons. So please, these two things do complement each other very much. There are proven benefits of physical activity, and one in particular that we know is that it is engaging our children in constructive activities, so that they are not being lured away by antisocial behaviors. And it also contributes to the good health of our families, our communities, and our schools. At this juncture, I would wish to thank NFA and FIFA for this intervention. And we also thank FIFA for the donation of the soccer balls to our schools. They were dispatched to the schools last week, to the regions, so the regions are ready to start implementation. The footballs are at the schools. So we look forward to receiving the feedback on the implementation of this program. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture strongly supports this program, and we encourage all our trainers of trainees to be flexible, adaptable when they go and train other teachers in the regions, and find mechanisms to deal with challenges in the regions such as inadequate or poor facilities. We want to thank our teachers, our sports officers, for taking part in this initiative. And we want to thank our teachers for their commitment to ensuring the holistic development of our children. We wish you all the best in implementing the Football for Schools, and all travel mercies upon you as you return back to your duty stations. I thank you.
In the Pipeline is up next after the break. The third gravel-ended Sundowner series, powered by Holland Namibia, took place at the Hare Game Lodge on Wednesday. We compiled this for you.
let's take it back a little bit, Kabo. My question for you is, when did you start cycling and what got you into cycling, if you can remember?
Well, I mean, I first started cycling in the 1980s.
1980s. Wow.
A while back. And I started in the 1980s, and then I got into triathlons.
Into triathlon, okay.
And then I continued with triathlons, and then eventually picked up quite a serious knee injury and gave up cycling. And then I started again in 3 years ago. 2020.
2020.
I started again.
And how long were you off for?
Off cycling, probably 15 years.
Wow, that's a long
But
time.
I do a lot of swimming.
Okay.
I've always kept on swimming.
Okay, but all in all, the Hola Gravel and Dirt Sundowner series, how important is that, do you think? How important do you think it is for cyclists?
Look, I think it's a huge opportunity for cyclists to be able to measure themselves and their progress in their training and measure against their objectives, because it's a constant course. It never changes. It's the same every time. The only things that can change is the weather.
It's the weather, yeah.
You know, the wind. If the wind is blowing heavily, then your time goes to pieces. Today was a perfect day.
Yeah.
Thankfully. And yeah, it was a very good day. There was very little wind.
Gravel and Dirt Sundowner series, joined by Neil, who just did his race and finish. Tell me, how was the race today?
My best one yet. A lot of fun. Less thorns on the road, and I think, yeah, less sand as well. So it was a fast one.
Okay, well, time-wise, how do you feel about today compared to the other two that you did already?
Yeah, definitely my best one so far. I think first one was also not as fit as I am now, so really enjoyed it, and yeah, really fast one today.
Okay, 5 left. Plans and objectives, time, do you have a time target you want to reach before you finish all 8?
I think if I'm ambitious, maybe see if I can go under 47 minutes by number 6. But I think, yeah, still some work to do before I get there.
Today? What does it
Today, yeah, just over 48.
Just over 48.
Yeah.
Muscle and joint pain should not be the reason you can't perform at your best. Norflex Gel. It also shouldn't be the reason you miss that important deadline. Norflex Gel. Or miss those precious moments that matter the most. Norflex Gel. Norflex Gel penetrates through the skin, numbing the area and relieving pain and inflammation. Norflex Gel is now available in the pharmacy aisle and in supermarkets. New Norflex Gel Fort is available for stronger anti-inflammatory action.
Beat the pain with Norflex Gel.
That brings us to the end of today's show. Sports Rep will be back on Monday, same time, same place. Goodbye.